Good afternoon, YouTube. How you guys doing? Dirk here at GC Blues 45. I know what you guys are saying. You look different, Dirk. It's because I shaved, I got cleaned up, and I'm also meeting someone tonight, so I better get this video in. So, folks, we got 13 games on the dock tonight. So remember, if you haven't come across this video and happen to like it, give me that thumbs up doodle. It's very important. Helps to keep the channel going. And also remember, if you haven't subscribed yet, please click that subscribe tab and be notified every time I upload a new video by clicking that bell icon. So here we go. Starting off with Tampa Bay at Florida. This is a 5 o'clock Eastern game, 4 o'clock Central. Currently, the Lightning are 8-6-2 and 18 points. Florida 9-7-1 and 19 points. So both teams are right near each other record-wise. One win and loss separates both teams. 1 point separates both teams. The Panthers are the favorites, though, by the way, at minus 135 to plus 114. And I'm going Panthers. I think the Panthers could do it. I think they got a good chance of doing it in much more. And by the way, congratulations to Brad Marchand for getting your 1,000th point. Congratulations to Brad Marchand. I do want to give him congratulations. And you can watch this game on, by the way, first meeting between these two teams. This is the first meeting between these two teams. Next one's in 30 days. Then, we'll get to that later. You can watch this on the spot, which is probably Script Sports in Tampa and Script Sports in Florida. Okay, at 6 o'clock Eastern, we have the Ducks at the Wild. Now, entering this match, currently, Anaheim is 11-5-1 and 23 points. Minnesota is 7-7-4 and 18 points. Very good records by both teams. The Ducks are the underdogs at plus 110 to minus 130. And I am going Anaheim on this one. I'm going with the upset. This is not an upset special. I'm going for the upset because I think the Wild got a good chance of losing this game. And I can double check that as we check the last 10 games. And by the way, this is the first meeting between these two teams. Second meeting's in January. Yeah, the Ducks are 7-3-0 in the last 10 games. So the Ducks got a good chance of winning this game. Now, you can watch this on FanDuel Sportsnet North Extra. Let me repeat that. FanDuel Sportsnet North Extra. There's probably a Bucks game on tonight. Victory Plus in Anaheim and FanDuel Sportsnet Wisconsin Extra. Once again, because probably a Bucks game. All right, at 7 o'clock Eastern is the Boston Bruins at the Montreal Canadiens. Now, currently, the Bruins are 11-8-0 and 22 points. The Canadiens are 10-5-2 and also 22 points. So, near each other record-wise, same amount of points. So, this is going to be a good game. And the Canadiens are the favorites at minus 162 to plus 136. And to help me out, I'm going to go check the last 10 games between both of these teams. By the way, first meeting between these two teams. Second meeting's in December. It's all actually December 23rd, Christmas Eve. Okay, I'm going for the upset here. I'm going with Boston. Not an upset special. So I wish it was an upset special, but it's not. There's certain games that deserve the upset special, and this is not one of them. Okay, now you can watch this on City in Canada. That's a special channel, and so it'll be on City TV in Canada. Sportsnet Edmonton, or East, NHL Network, TVA Sports, and NESN, New England Sports Network. By the way, the money line on this game, the Canadians are a minus 162 to a plus 136. And they have, I don't know why Boston's not the favorites. I think that's messed up. Now, by the way, the Ducks are, once again, the Ducks are 6 o'clock Eastern. The Bruins and Canadians are 7 o'clock Eastern. Also 7 o'clock Eastern is the Kings at the Senators. Now, currently, the Kings are 9-5-4 and 22 points. And so are the Sens. They're 9-4 and 9-5-4. So tied record wise and points wise. So this is going to be a good matchup. Now, this one you could be the judge on. The Kings are minus 105 favorites to a 115. Minus 115. Now, the lower the number, the favorites, and the Kings are the favorites. But you be the judge. Help me out. I'm going to go to the last 10 games for these. First meeting between these two teams. Next one is in 9 days, folks. The final meeting. Ooh. Kings are 6-2-2. Senators are 6-1-3. Now that's very close, folks. Very close. I'm going to go Sens on this one. I think the Sens can do it. So I'm going for the Senators. And you can watch this on Sportsnet 1, streaming on Sportsnet 1, and FanDuel Sportsnet West. Okay, also 7 o'clock Eastern, it is the Buffalo Sabres at the Detroit Red Wings. Now, currently, the Sabres are 5-8-4 and 14 points. Detroit 10-7-0 and 20 points. Pretty good matchup, but you know how things are sometimes. Records surprise you. And the Red Wings are the favorites, by the way, folks, at minus 166 to a plus 140. And I'm going Detroit on this one. I think Detroit can do it. They got a good chance of winning. And we can watch this game on second meeting between these two teams. Buffalo took the first meeting. Can Detroit take the second? We'll find out. Final meetings in March. Yep. Got it. All right, you can watch this on FanDuel, Sportsnet Detroit, and MSG Buffalo. Next is the Capitals at home against the New Jersey Devils. A good Metropolitan Division matchup. The Devils are currently 12-4-1 and 25 points. The Caps are 8-8-1 and 17 points. The Devils are the underdogs. They are plus 130 to minus 155 for Caps. For this one, I'm going to check the last 10 games. Let's see why. I think it's because of the last 10 games. First meeting between these two teams, by the way. Next meeting's in December. Ooh, this is interesting. The Devils are 6-3-1, while the Caps are 3-6-1. I'm going Devils. Not an upset special. I think the Devils can do it. And you can watch this on Momentum, which is the home of all Washington sports. You can watch your Capital games and your Wizard games, including probably some select Washington Nationals games too. And MSG Sportsnet, which is a streaming home for all things MSG. All right, also 7 o'clock Eastern is the Oilers at the Hurricanes. Now, currently, the Oilers are 8-7-4 and 20 points. Carolina 12-4-0. 12-5-0 and 24 points. Now, Carolina played last night, so they could be tired. Especially that great overtime thriller And they got Carolina as the favorites at minus 120 to a plus 100. And you know what? I'm gonna check the last 10 games before even. First meeting between these two teams, by the way. Next final meetings in March. Yeah, I'm going Hurricanes. Even though winning back to back is tough, I think Carolina can do it. You can watch this on Sportsnet Winnipeg or West and FanDuel Sportsnet South. Also at 7 o'clock Eastern. A lot of 7 o'clock games today, folks. It's the New York Rangers at the Columbus Blue Jackets. Now, the Rangers are 9-7-2 currently and 20 points. The Blue Jackets are 9-7-1 and 19 points. So, record wise, they're near each other, and point wise, they're near each other. So, this is going to be a good metropolitan matchup, also. Now, you be the judge, and similar to the Kings. The Blue Jackets are the favorites at minus 105 to a minus 115 for the Rangers. So the Blue Jackets are the favorites. But now also first meeting between these two teams. Next meeting is in March. So we go until next year. And both teams are tied in the last 10 games. 6-3-1 are both. So who am I going to go with? I'm going to go with the better team. Actually, you know, I'm going for Columbus. I'm going to see I think they'll pull up the upset. And you can watch this on FanDuel, Sportsnet Ohio, and MSG, Madison Square Garden Network. Next is also 7 o'clock Eastern. Hold on here, let me. Had to fix the glare because we got edge on the sun that's setting. So it's actually only 2 o'clock. So, all right. We got the Toronto Maple Leafs at the Chicago Blackhawks. Now, currently, the Maple Leafs are 8-2 and 18 points. Chicago is 8-5-4 and 20 points. So right near each other record-wise on this one. Also, great inter-conference matchup and interdivisional matchup. This is going to be a good matchup. The Maple Leafs are the favorites at minus 125 to a plus 105. And once again, I'm going to get help with the last 10 games. First meeting between these two teams. Second meeting is in December. And boy, oh boy, this one's close too. Maple Leafs are 5-4-1 in the last 10 games. Chicago is 5-3-2. I'm going, you know, I'm going to go for the favorites. I am going to go for the favorites. Well, naturally, I'm going for the favorites because I hate Chicago. So you know I'm going to root against them, no matter what. And you can watch this on Sportsnet, CBC, Canadian Broadcasting Company, and Chicago Sports Network, home of all Chicago sports. All right, so here we go now. At 8 o'clock Eastern, it's the Vegas Golden Knights at my Blues. That's right, Blues are playing again. Going into this matchup, currently Vegas is 7-4-5 and 19 points. The Blues are 6-8-4 and 16 points. The Knights are the favorites at minus 162 to a plus 136. And folks, you know me, I'm going for the Blues no matter what. I think the Blues could do it. Even though they played last night, I'm really hoping they can get that W. Hofer's in goal tonight, too. First meeting between these two teams. Next meeting is back in St. Louis, January 2nd. Last 10 games, both teams are 3-4-3. So, all right, you can watch this on FanDuel Sportsnet, Midwest, and Script Sports in Vegas. Okay, next game is the Flyers at Dallas. Now, the Flyers were here last night, so they're the tired team. But the Flyers are currently 9-5-3. All right, the Flyers are 9-5-3 and 21 points. Dallas is 11-4 and oh boy, I marked on the monitor. Comes right up. Dallas is 11-4 and 3 and 25 points, and Dallas are the favorites at minus 225, minus 225 to plus 185. I'm going Dallas because I don't see Flyers winning, especially they played last night. First meeting between these two teams, second meetings in March. Yeah, that's in game show. You can watch this Victory Plus in Dallas and NBC Sports Philadelphia. Also, at 10 o'clock Eastern. By the way, now the Flyers and Stars are also 8 o'clock Eastern. This is at 10 o'clock Eastern. The Jets at the Flames. Currently, the Jets are 10-7-0 and 20 points. Calgary is 5-12-2 and 12 points. Good interdivisional matchup. Anything can happen. Hold on here. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. The sun's coming in, so I gotta adjust the curtain a little bit. The Jets are the favorites at minus 135 to plus 114, and I am going Jets because I think they got a good chance of beating the Flames. But funnier things have happened. This is the final meeting between these two teams. After tonight, the season series is over. Yeah. And you can watch this on CBC, Canadian Broadcasting Company, City TV, and Sportsnet. And finally, the nightcap. Well, these are the nightcap games, but the final game of the night is the Sharks at the Kraken. Sharks are currently 8-7-3 and 19 points. Seattle's 8-4-5 and 21 points. So they're near each other point-wise, and they're near each other record-wise. So this is going to be a good Pacific Division matchup. And the Kraken are the favorites at a minus 148 to a plus 124. I'm going Kraken. I think the Kraken can do it. So I got faith in that. And you can watch this on, by the way, second meeting between these two teams. Final meeting is in December. Ooh. Sharks are 7-2-1 in the last 10 games, with the Kraken at 5-2-3. Okay, now you can watch this on Kraken Hockey Network and Prime/Prime. That's right, Kraken Hockey Network is on Prime exclusively here in the United States. So you can watch this on Kraken Hockey Network/Prime. Also, NBC Sports California and Kong, which is the independent station in Seattle, which is the sister station of King, the NBC affiliate in Seattle. That's it, folks. We are done. Thank you very much for tuning in. Remember, folks, guys, got any questions, please ask them. I will answer your questions. And remember, folks, stay safe. Take care of the Lord's watching you. And tell me, guys, how you guys are doing. And as always, I love yous. Till then.